So you're considering becoming a real estate agent. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And you're wondering, what are the steps that I need to make in order to go ahead and realize that dream and just hit the ground running? Well, in this video, we're going to go over the 6 quick, easy steps to become a real estate agent here in 2022. So stick around. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group here with eXp Realty. We're coming at you with some videos and information in order to make sure that your career continues or starts with a bang and that you don't waste most time going through and having to learn all these hard lessons. We're here to help. I've been through a lot of it. I've been licensed in 3 separate states. I've been that single agent. I've gone ahead and been a team agent, an ops manager, and now lead my own team here with eXp Realty. And I can tell you it's been rough, but totally worth it. This entire channel is devoted on making sure that you can surround yourself, and they always say that you surround yourself by the 5 best or 5 people that you listen to. And I want to be one of those voices to help you get to where you need to go and so that you can be successful moving forward. So let's go ahead and get into the 6 easy steps to become a real estate agent here in 2022. So first step that you want to look at, depending upon which state you're going to be in, is to look at the different schools and the cost of what it's going to take in order to go ahead and get into real estate school. Now, some of these are offered online, some of them are in person. Well, my suggestion is to figure out which one that you learn the best from. If you're more of an in-person person, then you're just like me. I would like to sit in the class and absorb that information. But if you can just sit there and go on your tablet, on your laptop, or what have you, and learn easily from that, then the online option might be better. The online option is usually cheaper too, so you also got that going. Now, some of the schools as well across the United States have been offering a hybrid of some in class and then some online. So you may look at those certain options in order to see which one's the best for you. Figure out these costs prior to going into it. Number 2 is know the fees, right? Not just know the fees, what it takes to get into school, what it takes to get your fingerprints, and what it takes to actually take the state exam, but you're also going to want to know the fees of what it's going to cost to be a real estate agent and what sort of savings you might want to have, especially getting into this. Savings? Yes, it typically takes somebody around 3 months, even up to 6 months, before you might see your first paycheck, depending on where you're going, right? So make sure that you have enough funds to continue to do this at a high level for 3 to 6 months and be able to survive and get through it. As you probably have read and researched, is that 87% of agents fail out in their first 2 years. They don't renew their license. That's an astounding statistics of failures. So make sure that you know the fees. What are some of the fees? For an example, you're going to have your MLS, your local MLS fee. You're going to have your NAR fees, your National Association of Realtors. If you're in an area that has those electronic lock boxes, Supras is what we currently have here in Northwest Florida. That's another fee that you're going to have. Your brokerage, how much is your brokerage costing you? Here at eXp, it's about $85 a month for that for you to access their systems. Other agencies, other brokerages, other teams may actually cost significantly more than that, depending on where you're at. So know those fees up front and get a good financial plan together. Number 3, and this is one thing I've learned from taking 3 real estate tests, is that a lot of the time these courses are going to give you a practice test. A lot of these are online now. What I suggest is definitely when you're looking at different programs is to get the one that has that practice test that you can take as many times as you want. Get the practice test and do it a lot, because you're going to go through all those hundreds of questions, right? And it's just going to get used to actually going through. Now, almost in every single state that I've done this in, they don't really teach you the real estate part of it, or at least not how to be successful. They teach you the test. So that's your first objective. Let's pass a test. Then I'm going to find the right team, the right brokerage to teach me how to actually do real estate. So make sure to take that practice test and do it over and over and over again until you're consistently getting that 75, 80, whatever it's going to take for you to get that passing level. All right, number 4 is prep for that exam day. One thing I can't stress enough is that you need to be in the right headspace. You need to get enough sleep, eat the right foods, be there on time so you're not freaking out. All of those different things are going to really help you on that exam day. You're like, yeah, Tim, I've taken tests before. I get that, but this is still a higher level test that you're going to have to do. Here in the state of Florida, this was the hardest one I ever had to take. And I took one in New York and I took one in Ohio. This one was hard because they just didn't train you the same way. It's one of the hardest ones in the United States for you to get your real estate license. But make sure that you take all the stressors that you possibly can out, get that good night's sleep, eat a good dinner, eat a good breakfast, make sure you arrive at least 15 minutes early, and make sure that you're as little stress as you can, depending on how feasible that really is. I mean, come on, you're taking a test, right? All right, number 5 is I'd like to venture out and say interview prior to getting your license with other brokerages. If it's not other brokerages, teams within that brokerage. Certain states like Ohio, you actually have to have a broker endorsement prior to even taking the test, which I think is crazy. Here in Florida, you don't have to do that. You can go out, you can get your test, and then you can go ahead and find whatever broker you want to go ahead and hang your license. But each one's going to be a little bit different. Figure out exactly what's going to be in your state. But that's the big thing too, is don't just interview one. Go out and figure out what each one is. And I'd love to sit here and tell you that EXP is just the best things and sliced bread. I love sliced bread. No, it's each brokerage, each team within that brokerage, boutiques, big box, Realty, all these big names, they all offer something different for different people. So even as you're listening to me, be like, oh, Tim's really successful, he's with EXP, that's what I should go with. Well, maybe not. There's certain cultures that you might fit into. Do you need an office? Some EXP agents, they don't use an office whatsoever. It's all cloud-based. Maybe you don't need that. Maybe you need your own office space, or you need a group of people around to help you, or a sales manager or something like that. Interview and see what's important to you and what's going to help you get to that next level quicker. If you're a self-starter, then this might be the best shot for you. However, if you need some more people and you just want that big push so you're not that statistic after 2 years, then definitely go out and look at team structures, look at brokerages with good training and really good mentorship and accountability. I can't stress accountability enough. All right, number 6 is, well, once you pass that license, you want to go ahead and hang that license with your broker. You can't start actively doing real estate until you hang that license with the broker. Each state's going to be a little bit different on how you actually do that, but you're going to go ahead and get that in. With EXP, it's simply you just go online, you type that in under whatever website, because somebody has to sponsor you in. Once you do that and they approve it, then you can actively start doing real estate, right? But you can't do that until you hang it under, because you're just a sales associate, okay? Some other boutique ones, you have to give it directly to the broker. In Ohio, it was actually a physical license that got mailed over to the brokerage. There was all sorts of stuff that was going on in order to make sure that you can do real estate. Try not to start practicing real estate until you have hung it with a broker. And just know, if you are on a sales team, like we are, the Whittemore Group is a team of EXP, that you still have to hang it with the brokerage, and you're probably going to have a separate agreement with that team for their certain standards and practices. Now, one thing I will mention too, that if you decide to move brokerages or you want to leave a team or something like that, you may need to move that license one place or the other. Now, there are sometimes certain fees to move that. Usually the broker will pay them for you, the one that's taking it on, but sometimes it doesn't. But just know that you have to hang it with the broker that's above the team, even if there's a broker on that team. So that's all I have for you for the 6 quick, easy steps to becoming a real estate agent here in 2022. If you have any questions about anything I mentioned here, go ahead and leave it here in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. If you are considering jumping over to EXP and you got some more questions, you want some one-on-one time, or you're considering either getting mentored by myself or joining our team, please give me a call, text, find me on LinkedIn, Facebook. We're everywhere. Reach out to me directly. I'd love to have a conversation with you to see if this is going to be the best fit for you. But again, I'm Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group here with EXP Realty, and we'll see you in our next video. Take care.